In Part 1, we learned about 10 species belonging to subtribe Canina, wolf-like canids, tribe Canini, true dogs. Today we continue to learn about the subtribe Cerdocyanina, South American canids. Before starting, please give us a like and a follow to support our team. And now let's get started. 11. Bush dog, genus Speothos, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The bush dog is a canine found in Central and South America. In spite of its extensive range, it is very rare in most areas except in Suriname, Guyana and Peru. It was first described by Peter Wilhelm Lund from fossils in Brazilian caves and was believed to be extinct. The bush dog is the only living species in the genus Speothos, and genetic evidence suggests that its closest living relative is the maned wolf of Central South America or the African wild dog. The species is listed as near threatened by the IUCN. Adult bush dogs have soft, long brownish tan fur, with a lighter reddish tinge on the head, neck and back and a bushy tail, while the underside is dark, sometimes with a lighter throat patch. Younger individuals, however, have black fur over their entire bodies. Adults typically have a head body length of 57 to 75 centimeters, 20 to 30 in, with a 12.5 to 15 centimeters, 5 to 6 in, tail. They have a shoulder height of 20 to 30 centimeters, 8-12 in, and weigh 5 to 8 kilograms, 11 to 18 pounds. They have short legs relative to their body, as well as a short snout and relatively small ears. Bush dogs are carnivores and hunt during the day. Their typical prey are pacas, agoutis, acuchis and capybaras, all large rodents. Although they can hunt alone, bush dogs are usually found in small packs. The dogs can bring down much larger prey, including peccaries and rheas, and a pack of 6 dogs has even been reported hunting a 250 kilogram, 550 lb, tapir, where they trailed the animal and nipped at its legs until it was felled. When hunting paca, part of the pack chases it on land and part wait for it in the water, where it often retreats. 12. Maned wolf, genus Chrysocyon, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The maned wolf is a large canine of South America. It is found in Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Peru, and Paraguay, and is almost extinct in Uruguay. Its markings resemble those of foxes, but it is neither a fox nor a wolf. It is the only species in the genus Chrysocyon. It is the largest canine in South America, weighing 20 to 30 kilograms, 44 to 66 pounds, and up to 110 centimeters, 43 in, at the withers. Its long, thin legs and dense reddish coat give it a distinct appearance. The coat is marked further with a whitish tuft at the tip of the tail and a white bib beneath the throat. The mane is erectile and typically is used to enlarge the wolf's profile when threatened or when displaying aggression. The maned wolf is a crepuscular and omnivorous animal adapted to the open environments of the South American savanna, with an important role in the seed dispersal of fruits, especially the wolf apple. The maned wolf is a solitary animal. It communicates primarily by scent marking, but also gives a loud call known as roar barking. This mammal lives in open and semi-open habitats, especially grasslands with scattered bushes and trees, in the Cerrado of South, Central West, and southeastern Brazil, Paraguay, northern Argentina, and Bolivia east and north of the Andes, and far southeastern Peru, Pampas del Heath only. It is very rare in Uruguay, possibly being displaced completely through loss of habitat. The International Union for Conservation of Nature lists it as near threatened, while it is considered a vulnerable species by the Brazilian Institute of Environment and Renewable Natural Resources. In 2011, a female maned wolf, run over by a truck, underwent stem cell treatment at the Zoo Brasilia, this being the first recorded case of the use of stem cells to heal injuries in a wild. 13. Falkland Islands wolf, genus Dusicyon, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The Falkland Islands wolf, also known as the wara and occasionally as the Falkland Islands dog, Falkland Islands fox, wara fox, or Antarctic wolf, was the only native land mammal of the Falkland Islands. This endemic canid became extinct in 1876, the first known canid to have become extinct in historical times. Traditionally, it had been supposed that the most closely related genus was Lycalopex, including the Culpeo, which has been introduced to the Falkland Islands in modern times. A 2009 cladistic analysis of DNA identified the Falkland Islands wolf's closest living relative as the maned wolf, Chrysocyon brachyurus, an unusually long-legged, fox-like South American canid, from which it separated about 6.7 million years ago. However, the Falkland Islands wolf diverged from its mainland ancestor Dusicyon avus very recently, around 16,000 years ago. Dusicyon avus persisted on the South American mainland until around 400 years ago. The Falkland Islands wolf existed on both West and East Falkland, but Charles Darwin was uncertain if they were differentiated varieties or subspecies. Its fur had a tawny color and the tip of the tail was white. Its diet is unknown, but due to the absence of native rodents on the Falklands, probably consisted of ground-nesting birds, such as geese and penguins, seal pups and insects, as well as seashore scavenging. It has sometimes been said that it may have lived in burrows. 14. Dusicyon avus, genus Dusicyon, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. Dusicyon avus is an extinct species of Cerdocyanine canid in the genus Dusicyon, native to South America during the Pleistocene and Holocene epochs. It was medium to large, about the size of a German shepherd. It was closely related to the Falkland Islands wolf or wara, Dusicyon australis, which descended from a population of D. avus. It appears to have survived until very recently, perhaps 400 years ago. 15. Culpeo, genus Lycalopex, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The Culpeo, also known as Culpeo zoro, Andean fox, Paramo wolf, Andean wolf, and Culpeo fox, is a species of South American fox. Despite the name, it is not a true fox, but more closely related to wolves and jackals. Its appearance resembles that of foxes due to convergent evolution. The Culpeo is a canid intermediate in size between a red fox and a coyote. It is the second largest native canid on the continent after the maned wolf. In appearance, it bears many similarities to the widely recognized red fox. It has gray and reddish fur, a white chin, reddish legs and a stripe on its back that may be barely visible. The average weight of the male is 11.4 kilograms, 25 lb, while the typically smaller females average 8.4 kilograms, 19 lb. Overall, a weight range of 5 to 13.5 kilograms, 11 to 30 pounds, has been reported. Total length can range from 94 to 133 centimeters, 37 to 52 in, including a tail of 32 to 44 centimeters, 13 to 17 in length. The pelt has a grizzled appearance. The neck and shoulders are often tawny to rufous in color, while the upper back is dark. The bushy tail has a black tip. The Culpeo's diet consists largely of rodents, rabbits, birds and lizards, and to a lesser extent, plant material and carrion. They may prey on Andean flamingos and baby vicuña. The Culpeo occasionally attacks sheep and is, therefore, often hunted or poisoned. In some regions, it has become rare, but overall the species is not threatened with extinction. 16. Darwin's fox, genus Lycalopex, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. Darwin's fox or Darwin's zorro is an endangered canid from the genus Lycalopex. It is also known as the zorro chilote or zorro de Darwin in Spanish and lives on Nahuelbuta National Park, the Cordillera de Oncal, Cordillera Pelada in mainland Chile and Chiloé Island. This small, dark canine weighs 1.8 to 3.95 kilograms, 4.0 to 8.7 pounds, has a head and body length of 48 to 59 centimeters, 19 to 23 in, and a tail that is 17.5 to 25.5 centimeters, 7 to 10 in. Darwin's fox displays no key differences between male and female other than the fact that the male has a broader muzzle. Males display no territorial behavior and are not aggressive towards other males roaming around their territory. Darwin's fox has a vast diet. In dense forests, where it exists, the foxes hunt for mammals, reptiles, beetles, and invertebrates. Sometimes it selects fruits, berries, and seeds. Birds and amphibians to a lesser degree are also consumed. It sometimes eats carrion, but it mostly eats live animals and fruit. This makes it mostly an omnivore, sometimes a scavenger. 17. Hoary fox, genus Lycalopex, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The hoary fox or hoary zoro, Lycalopex vetulus, also known as Raposina do Campo in Brazil, Portuguese for little fox of the meadow. The hoary fox is native to south-central Brazil. Although they may be found in more marginal habitats, they usually live in the Cerrado, between 90 and 1,100 meters, 300 and 3,610 feet, elevation, where open woodlands, bushlands, and savannas that are smooth or scattered with trees occur. The hoary fox has a short muzzle, small teeth, a short coat, and slender limbs. The upper part of the body is gray, and the underside of the body is cream or fawn. The tail is black on the tip with a marked dark stripe along the upper surface, which in male animals may extend all the way along the back to the nape of the neck. The ears and outside part of the legs are reddish or tawny, and the lower jaw is black. It is small for a fox, weighing only 3 to 4 kilograms, 6.6 to 8.8 pounds, with a head and body length of 58 to 72 centimeters, 23 to 28 in, and a tail 25 to 36 centimeters, 9.8 to 14.2 in. Hoary foxes are nocturnal, and largely solitary outside of the breeding season. They mainly eat insects, especially termites, dung beetles, and grasshoppers, but also may eat rodents, small birds, and fruit. 18. Pampas fox, genus Lycalopex, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The Pampas fox, Lycalopex gymnocercus, also known as gray Pampean fox, Pampas zoro, Azara's fox, or Azara's zoro. The Pampas fox can be found primarily in northern and central Argentina, Uruguay, eastern Bolivia, Paraguay, and southern Brazil. It prefers open pampas habitats, often close to agricultural land, but can also be found in montane or chaco forest, dry scrubland, and wetland habitats. It is most common below 1,000 meters, 3,300 feet, elevation, but can inhabit puna grasslands up to 3,500 meters, 11,500 feet. The Pampas fox resembles the Culpeo or Andean fox in appearance and size, but has a proportionately wider snout, reddish fur on the head and neck, and a black mark on the muzzle. Its short, dense fur is gray over most of the body, with a black line running down the back and onto the tail, and pale, almost white, underparts. The ears are triangular, broad, and relatively large, and are reddish on the outer surface and white on the inner surface. The inner surfaces of the legs are similar in color to the underparts, while the outer surface is reddish on the fore limbs, and gray on the hind limbs. The lower hind limb also bears a distinctive black spot. Adults range from 51 to 80 centimeters, 20 to 31 in body length, and weigh 2.4 to 8.0 kilograms, 5.3 to 17.6 pounds. Males are about 10% heavier than females. Pampas foxes are more omnivorous than most other canids, and have a varied and opportunistic diet. Their primary prey consists of birds, rodents, hares, fruit, carrion, and insects, although they also eat lizards, armadillos, snails and other invertebrates, lambs, and the eggs of ground-nesting birds. Their primary predators are pumas, domesticated dogs, and anacondas, most notably the yellow anaconda. 19. Sechuran fox, genus Lycalopex, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The Sechuran fox, Lycalopex secura, also called the Peruvian desert fox or the Sechuran zoro, is a small South American species of canid closely related to other South American false foxes or zorro. It gets its name for being found in the Sechura Desert in northwestern Peru. The Sechuran fox is small for a canid, weighing 2.6 to 4.2 kilograms, 5.7 to 9.3 pounds, with a head and body length of 50 to 78 centimeters, 20 to 31 in, and a tail of 27 to 34 centimeters, 11 to 13 in. Its fur is gray agouti over most of the body, fading to white or cream-colored on the underparts. There are reddish-brown markings on the backs of the ears, around the eyes, and on the legs. The muzzle is dark gray, and a gray band runs across the chest. Its tail is tipped with black. It has small teeth, adapted to feed on insects and dry plants, with fox-like canine teeth. First identified in the Sechuran Desert, the fox inhabits arid environments in southwestern Ecuador and western Peru, at elevations from sea level to at least 1,000 meters, 3,300 feet, and possibly much higher. Within this region it has been reported from the western foothills of the Andes down to the coast, inhabiting deserts, dry forests, and beaches. The Sechuran fox is nocturnal, and spends the daylight hours in a den dug into the ground. It is generally solitary, although occasionally seen traveling in pairs. Pups are born in October and November, although little else is known of its reproductive behavior. The fox is an opportunistic feeder, and its diet varies widely depending on the season and local habitat. It has been found to feed on seed pods, especially those of the shrub Prosopis juliflora and of caper bushes, as well as the fruit of cordia and mito plants, and is capable of surviving on an entirely herbivorous diet when necessary. More commonly, however, it also eats insects, rodents, bird eggs, and carrion as a part of its diet. It can probably survive for long periods of time without drinking, subsisting on the water in its food. Sechuran fox can disperse as many plant species as other more specialized dispensers, such as Philostomid bat and white-tailed deer. 20. South American gray fox, genus Lycalopex, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The South American gray fox, Lycalopex griseus, also known as the Patagonian fox, the chilla or the gray zorro, is a species of Lycalopex, the false foxes. It is endemic to the southern part of South America. The South American gray fox is a small fox-like canid, weighing 2.5 to 5.45 kilograms, 5.5 to 12.0 pounds, and measuring 65 to 110 centimeters, 26 to 43 in length, including a tail of 20 to 43 centimeters, 8 to 17 in. The head is reddish-brown flecked with white. The ears are large and there is a distinct black spot on the chin. The pelage is brindled, with agouti guard hairs and a short, dense, pale undercoat. The underparts are pale gray. The limbs are tawny and the thighs are crossed by a dark bar. The long, bushy tail has a dark dorsal stripe and dark tip with a paler, mottled underside. The South American gray fox occurs in a variety of habitats, from the warm, arid scrublands of the Argentine uplands and the cold, arid Patagonian steppe to the forests of southernmost Chile. The diet varies in different parts of its range and at different times of year. It consists mainly of mammals, birds, arthropods, bird eggs, reptiles, fruit and carrion. The main prey items seem to be small mammals, especially rodents. Fruits eaten include Cryptocarya alba, Lythraea caustica and Prosopanch spp. 21. Crab-eating fox, genus Cerdocyon, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The crab-eating fox, Cerdocyon thous, also known as the forest fox, wood fox, bush dog. Not to be confused with the bush dog, or Mekong. The crab-eating fox is a canid that ranges in savannas, woodlands, subtropical forests, prickly, shrubby thickets, and tropical savannas such as the Caatinga, plains, and Campo, from Colombia and southern Venezuela in the north to Paraguay, Uruguay and northern Argentina at the southernmost reaches of its range. The crab-eating fox has also been sighted in Panama since the 1990s. The crab-eating fox is predominantly grayish-brown, with areas of red on the face and legs, and black-tipped ears and tail. It has short, strong legs and its tail is long and bushy. The head and body length averages 64.3 centimeters, 25.3 in, and the average tail length is 28.5 centimeters, 11.2 in. It can weigh between 10 and 17 pounds, 4.5 and 7.7 kilograms. The coat is short and thick. Coloration varies from gray to brown, to yellowish, to pale, to dark gray. There is a black streak along the back legs, with a black stripe along the spine. On muzzle, ears and paws there is more reddish fur. The tail, legs and ear tips are black. The ears are wide and round. The torso is somewhat narrow. Legs are short but strong. The dense hairy tail stays upright when they are excited. There is significant variation in color between population, from very dark to light gray-yellow. The crab-eating fox searches for crabs on muddy floodplains during the wet season, giving this animal its common name. It is an opportunist and an omnivore, preferring insects or meat from rodents and birds when available. Other foods readily consumed include other crustaceans, tortoises, turtle eggs, bird eggs, insects, lizards, fruit, and carrion. Their diet is varied and has been found to differ by different researchers, suggesting opportunistic feeding and geographical variation. During the wet season, the diet contains more crustaceans, while during the dry season it contains more insects. The crab-eating fox contributes to the control of rodents and harmful insects. 22. Short-eared dog. Genus Atelocynus, subtribe Cerdocyanina, tribe Canini. The short-eared dog, Atelocynus microtus, also known as the short-eared Zorro or small-eared dog, is a unique and elusive canid species endemic to the Amazonian basin. This is the only species assigned to the genus Atelocynus. The short-eared dog has short and slender limbs with short and rounded ears. It has a distinctive fox-like muzzle and bushy tail. Its paws are partly webbed, helping adapt it to its partly aquatic habitat. Its fur ranges from dark to reddish gray, but can also be nearly navy blue, coffee brown, dark gray, or chestnut gray to black, and the coat is short, with thick and bristly fur. It has a somewhat narrow chest, with dark color variation on the thorax merging to brighter, more reddish tones on the abdominal side of the body. Short-eared dogs are 72 to 100 centimeters, 28-39 in, long, plus a 24 to 35 centimeters, 9-14 in, tail and eat fish, insects and small mammals, as well as fruit, birds and crabs.